Okay, so let's look at the next question. Again, I want you to pause the video, give it a go yourself, and then look at my solution. Okay, so we're going to have a text file called score details. So I'm going to do that right away. Make a text file, score details.txt. It's going to have the membership number, which is going to be between our range. Oops, sorry, I just messed up my mic. So we've got our membership number. We've got the date, which is, I'm just going to use the example date. And finally, we've got the score, which is a 2-digit numerical string. Did it have a between in it? Yeah, from the range 50 to 99, so I'm going to do 60. Again, you obviously wouldn't need to put data into a text file. I'm just doing it for the example. A procedure. So we know it's a procedure. That means we're not going to return a value called output lowest score. So I'm going to do that now. Def output lowest score is going to, I'm assuming, output the lowest score for an individual member. Assume that there's at least one string stored for each member, easy. So the program uses a procedure which will process the score details and file and output the lowest score for an individual member. So first of all, we want to use the getNumber function to get the valid membership number, which is what we do use here. Membership number. So in the main code, I'm going to do, I'm going to call it membership number equals get number. So we're returning the value from this question into here. We need to have done that so that we could actually do this bit. So we're allowing the user to type in a membership number. Excuse me. We're now going to search score details for the lowest score that member has done. So this is where it gets a little bit harder. I'm going to right now, in fact, I'm going to put this inside this function. I should have done that to begin with. So I'm going to do file equals, in fact I'm going to call it f equals files reserved word, open score details dot text, comma, and we're going to use it for reading. Okay, we're then going to do lowest score. So I'm going to give it a default value of 100. If I set it to 0, then no one's going to get a low score. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a variable called file data equals f.readLine. So we're going to get the first line while file data does not equal empty. So this is basically the same as not end of file. So we're going to get a line from the text file. Is it empty? No, we've got data in it. So it's going to do the loop. And what is it that we're going to do? Well, we want to get the membership number to start off with. So what we know is that the membership number is going to be the first 4 digits. It's going to be this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it. So we're going to call it membership member number from file. So I'm going to do file equals file data, and then the first 4 characters. I'm now going to do an if statement. So if the member number file double equals this membership number, this. So the user types in the membership number, let's say 1112, it returns it. We're using it here. So we're going to see if it matches my membership number here. If it does, we're now interested in the score. So I'm going to call it the file score. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into an integer. Equals int file data. Now the score part of our string is the last 2 digits. So digits, we can do it different ways. I'm going to do it this way. 8, 9, 10. So it's going to be digits 10 to 12. I'm going to take that and slice it here. So we want, whoa, position 10, so slice it to the end. If the file score is less than lowest score, which is important why we set it as 100 and not 0. If we set lowest score to 0, then it's never going to be our lowest score. 100 makes sense because it's outside of our range. Remember, our range for score is in the question, 50 to 99. So the first score which we're going to read in will have to be lower than 100. Lowest score will become file score. And now we need to get the date. So lowest score date equals file data, and we want positions 4 to 10. And then what we're going to do, let's have a look at the question. We've got the date, and what we want to do now is simply move on to the next line. So it's going to do all of this for this line, but then it's going to check the next line. So I might have another one here, and let's do a score of 66, and I'll check it over and over again until this is true. At the end of our loop, but inside our procedure, we're going to do print the lowest score was lowest score on, remember date, which is going to be lowest score date, and then close the file. F.close. Okay, so, and let's run output lowest score. Right, enter 1112. Oops, so I've made a mistake somewhere. Let's have a look. There we go. And another one. So what I've got to do, it's not file data, is it? File data. This is what happens when you don't check your syntax, folks. So the lowest score was 60. Let's change this around. So let's make this 59. And also let's change the date to 05. I give it the same membership number? No, let's give it the same membership number because we're looking for the same member. 1112. The lower score is 59 on the 5th. So there you go, it works. So really what we had to do was a number of things. We had to do quite a bit of slicing. Our loop is simple enough. We had to check to see if the membership number from what I typed in here matches this. If it does, then do this code. We have to check the score, compare it with a lower score variable. If it's lower, that becomes my new lowest score, and then get the date. Ready to go. You'll check the next line. If the next line's got a smaller one, this becomes new information.